For example, when I was in high school, I had the worst reputation. And in all honesty, self-accountability, I brought that upon myself. What's going on, guys? It's Chillin' with Scylla. How you guys doing today? Thanks for coming back to my channel. I kind of just wanted to talk about just doing it. Like, just go for it. Whatever it is that you want to do, just do it. And I'm kind of in a point in my life right now where I just don't give a fuck about what other people think, about who's trending on social media, about what people's opinions are on me, what my situation is. I just want to fucking get the work done. And the reason I'm talking to you guys about this is because over the past few days I've had a few conversations with other people around this topic. And I just wanted to share a little bit with you guys and just keep it real with myself, because honestly, I can't be anybody else but me. And there's a lot of people out there who know pieces of my truth, pieces of my past, pieces of my history, and think that those moments or those actions or those mistakes define who I am. And they don't. They do, however, define and created a path for where I am today. And for that reason, I don't regret going through any of the things that I went through or experiencing any of the experiences that I have. I do want to talk to you guys today about just fucking doing it. Just follow your dreams. Do whatever it is that makes you happy. Tell your truth. Be you. Because at the end of the day, you know, we're all human. We're all struggling with something. We're all, you know, fighting battles every day. We're all trying to reach goals. We're all trying to become something better every single day. And for me, I just couldn't value the negativity. I couldn't listen to the judgment. I couldn't listen to what other people had to say about me, or to let the negativity bring me down. And because I was able to sort of block out all that noise, I was able to get where I am today. And it wasn't a piece of cake. It wasn't an easy road. And it took a lot of hard work and determination. But in the end, I look at myself now, and 3 years ago, and I told this story in one of my previous videos not that long ago, I had $2.18 in my bank account. By the end of 2018, I hit a 6-figure income. And I did that on my fucking own because I wanted it and I worked for it. And I gave up a lot of time with friends. I gave up a lot of time with family. I said no to going out. I said no to buying a lot of the things that I wanted to buy. It brought me to the position I am today. And I want to go back a little bit and tell you, for example, when I was in high school, I had the worst reputation. And in all honesty, self-accountability, I brought that upon myself. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing back then. I was seeking attention. I had a lot of things going on in my life and my family life that I didn't understand myself or know how to deal with. But it brought me to a place where I would skip school all the time. And for that reason, I failed all my classes. And I thought I wasn't going anywhere. But the one thing that I did from when I was young was I always hustled, no matter what. And I think I remember I was like in grade 5. And around my street, they used to have a lot of garage sales. And so people would put out like toys and different things and whatever. So I would go to these garage sales and I would buy whatever I could with whatever change that I could come up with at home. And I would bring the items back and I would sell them to kids on my street and make a profit. So from an early age, what was I, like 10, 11, I started hustling. I did everything from paper jobs to babysitting to walking dogs, like anything that could potentially make me money. Shoveling snow, I did it. And as time went on, even through high school, I got my first real job at a movie theater when I was 15. And so when a lot of my friends were doing extracurricular activities or hanging out or whatever the case was, I was working at the movie theater and making money. And I continued that throughout my teenage years. I did have a period where I sort of fell off track and lost myself and was rebellious and did all this shit, but I left and I went to a school in New York, and I came back, and when I was 17 years old, I had finished graduating, and I also got offered a job at TD Waterhouse downtown Toronto, and I was getting paid good money there for a marketing campaign that was happening. And that was my first step in the door of sort of what I could be and where I could go financially. And so throughout the years, you know, life happened and whatever, but it got to a point later on in my life where every single corporate job that I was in, I ended up getting laid off from. And it was just this vicious corporate cycle, vicious. And it got to a point where I was like, I'm not going back. I was like, there comes a time when I have to figure out what it is that I have, what skills I have that I can offer other people that I can profit from. And so my hustler mind sort of continued throughout that process. And it started with sort of doing a B2B in-home call center for financial companies. And then it branched off into different avenues after that. And then I finally found my niche, which was my dog sitting business. And from my dog sitting business, I was able to create other dog related business avenues that was able to make me a little bit of extra income aside from the main meat and potatoes business, which is my dog daycare. But the reason I shared that with you is because there's so many people that I talk to that's just like, you know, I can't do it, or it's hard for me to give up my 9-to-5 to follow what I really want to do, or, you know, I don't think I have enough drive or passion, or there's so many other people doing it, or, you know, whatever your excuse is, don't make that fucking excuse. Just set your mind to do what you want to do and get it done. And are you gonna have to put in the work? Yeah, you're gonna have to put in the work. Every day I wake up early and I put the fucking work in. I deal with my clients, I deal with everything in the background, and I make it work. And I stay positive throughout the whole thing. But I never let my hustle die because it's something I'm passionate about and it's something I want. And although I'm proud of myself for hitting a 6-figure income in such a short period of time, it only makes me set higher goals for myself, or even realize, you know, in the next 2 to 3 years, where am I gonna be then? And I'm excited about that. And the only reason I was able to do that was because I just fucking did it. And for some people, or you might even be saying, it's just easy to say when you have nothing or you have no choice but to sort of find an avenue to make it. It's not easy. In that position where I had nothing and I had no friends around, or I had people laughing at me, or I had people talking negatively about me, it wasn't easy to just drown the noise out and be like, I'm gonna fucking do this. I think I have the strength to keep going. I think I have the skills to be able to become what I want to become. It wasn't easy to be able to put myself in that mindset, but I did it every day. And I had to. I didn't have a choice. So for me, my number one was making sure that I was happy and that whatever I was doing, I was going to be happy doing it every day. Because if I wasn't, what was the point? If you don't have a passion for something, how can you pursue that every day? Like people who go to a 9-to-5 job every day and they complain, they post shit like, oh, it's Monday, you know, all the negativity about Monday. I'm fucking excited for Monday because it means the start for a new week for me to create more content, or for me to create more avenues for selling points for my dog business, or for me to create more opportunities for myself to branch out and network and get to know other people and how they're doing things and to learn. I think most of the time people just get caught up in social media, and it brings people down to be able to see how other people are portraying their lives. You know, I look on Facebook, and a lot of the people that I went from high school, you know, they post pictures about their marriage, and they post pictures about their kids, and they post pictures about, you know, where they've traveled to, and, you know, blah, 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 blah. You know, a lot of people are posting all these things, but that's just a snippet of their life. That's literally a shutter speed of their life from whatever their camera captured in that moment. And people fail to realize that they only post what they want people to see. And nobody is willing to share the raw truth. Nobody's willing to put their vulnerability out there. Nobody really wants to know what the truth is, the true story, who they really are, what they're going through. People don't want to share that because they don't want to seem weak. They don't want to seem vulnerable. They don't want to seem like they're struggling, or they're not successful, or they're not where somebody else's life is. And for me, I've gotten to a point where I really just don't care what other people think. I'm at a point where I'm doing what I'm doing because I love it, and whether you like it or not, it doesn't affect what I'm doing or my success. And I don't think it took me a long time to realize that. I've always been very blunt. I've always been like, I don't care, you know, whatever. But, you know, you do you, and I'm gonna do me, and, you know, you don't wanna be my friend? Cool, peace. I wish you success and a happy life. But if you do, you know, I wanna be able to surround myself with the people that are positive and that keeps me motivated, or that I can learn from. People who are already in the position of where I wanna be, that I can learn from. And those are things that I continue on an ongoing basis. I look up to the people, or, you know, rather, I watch a lot of people who I admire, or who I believe in their message, or, you know, that I know that I can learn from. And those are the people that I talk to as well. Those are the people that I go to advice for. But going back to just doing it, you know, you got to make that decision for yourself. You got to decide, you know, the life that you're in, do you want to stay comfortable? Do you want to just get by day to day? Or do you want to become something great? In the end, when we all pass away, you know, for me, when I go, my thing is what are people going to remember me for? And there's going to be a lot of people that remember me for my bad reputation, because that's all they know. And they don't know anything that I've done since high school, or what I've accomplished, or how I've grown, or the journey to my success, because they don't care to know. And that's okay. You know, there's certain people that are in your past, and they'll stay in your past, and they've served their purpose, you know, for that time to get you where you are now. And new people come along every day and become part of your journey to success. And I am thankful for the people that are in my life now that are helping me get there. But it just takes, it literally takes just your mindset for you to decide, just decide, you know, that's where you want to be, or that's where you want to go, or that's what you want to do. And the biggest thing in life is to make sure that, you know, what did you do to help other people? What did you do to reach out and change somebody else's life? What impact have you left on the world? Was it just working a 9-to-5 for a Fortune 500 company, just so that you could pay your bills for the rest of your life? And, you know, if that's where your happiness lies, so be it. Great, kudos to you. But I'm talking about the people that really want to make a change, people that really want to have an impact, people that want to influence other people to become better. And so I just wanted to share a little bit about what my thoughts were. And I hope something that I said today made a little bit of sense to somebody. And I really hope to keep doing more of these kinds of videos, because even though I'm passionate about dogs, and I'm passionate about art, and I want people to be able to share those passions with me, I'm 100% more passionate about sharing the experiences that I've gone through, the things that I've learned and know now, and for sharing my truth and just being me. Because at the end of the day, if the only person watching this in 5 months or 5 years or 20 years is my son, I want him to know that no matter what, his mom kept it real, and taught him to do the same, to just be you. Because how can you be anything else, right? You can only be you. So just be you, just fucking do it. Stay motivated and positive, and just do something to inspire someone else today. All right, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Love and peace.